There would be no champagne, no ceremonial naming for Titanic. That was not the White Star way. A simple command was enough.
Release the triggers!
Titanic was afloat.
Good morning everyone, how you doing? It's Paul here from Unusual Things. Now this morning we have come to Dundonald Cemetery and we have come to find the final resting place of Robert Falconer Keith. Now he is the gentleman that launched the Titanic from the Titanic launch site at Belfast Docks. So this morning we're going to tell you some more information about him, and then we're going to go and find his final resting place and pay our respects to him as we continue on our Titanic journey. Now don't forget today, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't done so already, please subscribe to the channel and don't forget to hit that notification bell as well. Most importantly, I want to hear your comments down below. I like to read them, especially you Titanic buffs out there. Get involved, leave your comments down below. You all know far more information than what I do. I just bring you on this journey to show you the final resting place, all the memorial plaques and stones of these people that lost their lives or had anything like this gentleman did to do with the RMS Titanic. Robert Falconer Keith. Keith, the eldest of 7 children, was born in Longbenton, Northumberland on the 15th of December 1861. His father, also named Robert Falconer, and grandfather, Alexander, were both born in Aberdeenshire and employed as shipwright and joiner respectively. In the late 1850s, Keith's father moved from Aberdeen to Northumberland in search of work and found employment in one of the shipyards along the banks of the River Tyne. He married a local girl and the family eventually settled in Tynemouth. Their son, after attending a Methodist school, served his apprenticeship with Sir W.G. Armstrong at Newcastle on Tyne and was made a foreman there before his apprenticeship was completed. He subsequently became associated with the Naval Construction and Armament Co. Limited of Barrow, Messrs. Swan and Hunter of Wallsend and Messrs. J. L. Thompson and Sons of Sunderland. It was a while working with the last company that Keith married Margaret Jane Hodgson at the Methodist Holy Trinity Church, Southwark, 10 days after his 22nd birthday, on Christmas Day 1883. In March 1894, he joined Harland and Wolff. Keith's experience as a skilled all-round ship's carpenter, experienced in building all classes of wooden vessel, made him the perfect choice to take up the position of head foreman shipwright in a yard where tonnage output was increasing year on year to record levels. The ever-increasing size of vessels put extra demands on the shipwrights responsible for building launching ways. This vital part of the shipbuilding process required great skill because any subsidence would result in a structural failure of the hull under construction. Shipwrights also built the launching cradles and dealt with all the arrangements connected with the launching of a vessel. In the yard, Keith supervised all wood construction, prepared the ground for keel blocks, laid the blocks at the correct height and inclination, and secured them against tripping. Before the arrow gantry was constructed, all the wooden staging around the building berths, which his steel structure partly replaced, were also the responsibility of the shipwrights department. The wooden decks hold ceilings, sparring wooden framework for awnings, boat chokes, store gangways, and a myriad of other fittings and tasks, including the dry docking of vessels, were all the responsibility of Keith and his team of shipwrights. An estimated 810 vessels were dry docked in the Hamilton, Alexander and Thompson graving docks, and a large number hauled out on the patent slipway during his time in the yard. Much of the work, particularly the warping of Olympic, Titanic and Britannic into the Thompson graving dock, was difficult, demanding great ability and skill from those engaged, and from Keith, who personally was in charge of these operations. During the First World War, in addition to his ordinary duties, Keith had a considerable amount of extra work in connection with the conversion of several vessels into dummy warships. These were ordinary merchant vessels cleverly adapted with the use of wood and canvas to create gun turrets, deck superstructures and the profile of a warship in order to confuse and mislead the enemy. The docking of all types of merchant and military vessels, many damaged by mine or torpedo attack, were also directed by Keith without mishap. It is clear that Keith was held in high esteem by all those who worked under him in the shipwrights department, and at his retirement, held on Queen's Island, he was entertained to a smoker and presented with a wallet full of treasury notes by William Grant MP for North Belfast. Another presentation was a handsome pair of binoculars by James McWhirter JP on behalf of the Shipwrights Association. His family comprised 7 children. 4 were born in England, and of the 3 born in Ireland, the youngest, a girl, died aged 7 years. The family tradition of naming their first boy after the father was set, and in 1911, when the family lived at 3 Inverary Drive, County Down, a short distance from Harland and Wolff, 26-year-old Robert Falconer Keith was employed as a ship's draftsman in the company's drawing offices, and his younger brother, Thomas, a mechanical engineer and draftsman. Little was known about Keith's life in retirement. His wife Margaret died in 1928, aged 66 years. At the time of Keith's death on the 6th of January 1940, he was 79 years of age. 2 days later, a large gathering of family, friends and former shipyard colleagues attended his funeral service and interment at Dundonald Cemetery on the Upper Newtownlands Road. So there's all the information there on Robert Falconer Keith, and what an interesting life that this man led. So we've had a good look around, and you know what? I think I found it. Now I've got my good eyesight in today because I saw it from back there. Usually I have to be up close before I find these things, but we're going to have a little look at his final resting place. Now obviously it does have some of the rest of the family on there, but what we're going to do today is just talk to you and tell you the information there. And if you look here, it says, and the above name, Robert Falconer Keith, who died on the 6th of January 1940, aged 79 years. So what we want to do is we want to say thank you to Robert for his involvement with the Titanic. And we have to think that, why is there no relevance about that on his headstone? Why has no one put any information that this man launched that fantastic ship, that unsinkable ship that sadly perished on that April night? But there's no mention of it, and he was the man that actually launched it. Robert Falconer Keith there. Thank you, Robert, for being part of that amazing ship's journey. So there we have it, guys and girls, the final resting place of Robert Falconer Keith. Like I said, there's no mention of it on his headstone, which is a shame. Maybe his family didn't want it. Maybe he might have been too traumatised after that event. We don't know, do we? And those are the secrets that sadly, or the information that he's taken to the grave with him. But we found his final resting place. We've paid our respects to him, and we will leave him in peace. Thank you for watching as always. So make sure you leave all your comments down below, hit the like and subscribe, and I will see you all on the next one. Take it easy.